What's going on, guys? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman. On today's show, we're going to be giving you guys a Bulls Summer League post-game reaction as they are wrapping up their game right now against the Memphis Grizzlies during the Las Vegas NBA Summer League period. But on today's show, I'm going to be focusing in on three players for the Bulls: Dalen Terry, Javon FreemanLiberty, and Adama Sanago. I'm not really too concerned about the overall score. The Bulls did end up dropping this game to the Grizzlies. I'm going to be mainly just diving into those three players and kind of giving you guys my thoughts on their game and how I think they could potentially translate from Summer League to the NBA regular season. But before we get into this, guys, we don't normally do videos like this on the channel. So if you guys want more content like this, just comment down below that you guys are enjoying this. Just give me a Bulls Summer League and then also just drop a like on today's video. But my overall goal is to do these for almost every league or every Summer League game and obviously translate that into the regular season. Give you guys my instant reaction, kind of player breakdowns here on these certain players for the Bulls Summer League roster. So if you guys want more of this, just comment down below. And also, if you guys aren't already, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out. You'll just become a more informed Bulls fan as well. Let's start off here. I think we should open up the show talking about Dalen Terry, as he was the Bulls' 18th overall pick last season. And I feel as Bulls fans, a lot of their eyes are obviously going towards him. So some notes I had around Dalen Terry over the past couple of days. Struggling to shoot the ball. I mean, today Dalen, he ended up finishing the game 5 of 21 as the Bulls did lose officially 87-80 to the Grizzlies. But he finished 5 of 21, 3 of 9 from downtown. Got to the free throw line 3 separate occasions, going 4 of 6 there. He had 3 assists, 2 steals, and ended up with 17 points. So obviously he's struggling to shoot the ball a little bit. I don't think that can be understated. His three-point shot is not where obviously you would want it to be. But I've honestly been impressed by him. Obviously with him not getting a ton of reps last season, I didn't really know what fully to expect about, his game. Because obviously we've seen the college tape, but college and the NBA game is just so different. So seeing how he would fit in, I think he looks good. He looks aggressive defensively. I think he's going to be a very solid defender. The physical attributes are clearly there with Dalen. And, I'm starting to see why the Bulls kind of took that flyer on him at 18 last season. Some people looked at it as a little bit of a reach, but now seeing him get fully into this action here in Summer League, I think he looks good, and especially defensively. Like, I think Dalen's role in this league and what's going to make him available to kind of crack that rotation, I guess. I mean, what's going to get him paid is that defensive side of the floor. The physical attributes are there. I mean, he's truly 6'7", has a really long wingspan. He looked very twitchy. Offensively, I thought he was good at attacking closeouts. I like when he's getting aggressive. Like, he has a really solid pump fake, one dribble, get to the rim, and he's very long, like I've been saying. I mean, he's got this really long Euro step. I actually do think he's got solid touch around the basket, but overall, I think the number one ability that he needs to work on is that catch and shoot three. Like, he just screams 3-and-D role player to me in the NBA. Like, I think that's his kind of window to being successful. Like, obviously, if he can develop the mid-range game, that will always be a benefit to it. But I just think he should be catch and shoot 3-and-D, one dribble, get to the rim, and focus on that. And obviously, just keep bringing it defensive, because he did that today. I mean, I just liked his kind of aggressive nature. He looks like a guy that I'm trying to think of a comparison, but like an Andrew Wiggins on defense, where it's almost just like his natural size just causes problems for other teams' guards. So Dalen Terry, I've overall been impressed with him. Obviously, the field goal percentage is not going to be there. But again, in these Summer League games, like, nobody's shooting the ball well. I mean, Wembayama went 2 of 13 yesterday. Are we going to be writing him off? No. But, a lot of these guys, like, their way to make the league is to to up it on the defensive side of the floor. And honestly, that's kind of just leads to the offense that's not being that good of basketball. I mean, most of these games are in the 70s and the 80s, and teams aren't really shooting that well. So I'm overall just using my eyes when I'm judging these players, and Dalen has overall impressed me. Now I want to get a shift on to Javon FreemanLiberty here. He looks like the veteran of the group. That's a note I had for him. He looks the most comfortable in the game. Whether it's coming off a pick and roll, hitting that snake dribble and throwing it out. He looks solid. He obviously had that sweet alley-oop dunk Dalen Terry got the steal, got in transition, threw it up to him. He slammed it down. The athletic ability is there. I mean, he averaged 17 points a game for the Bulls G League team last season. He overall looks good, and the number one standout of his game, he's great in transition. Like, he is fantastic at getting to the rim, uses his shoulders to bump defenders off very, very well. He just overall just looks like a grown-up out there. I mean, he's 23 years old. He's got really solid size, and, overall, he impressed me. But again, negative of his game, he's a little sloppy with the ball, turned the ball over a little too much today. But he was the Bulls' leading scorer tonight. I mean, he had 24 points on 9 of 15, 4 of 6 from deep, was hitting that as well. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. A lot of the offense is ran through him. I think he's overall looked good. I mean, in 29 minutes, you give us 24 points. Him and Dalen Terry obviously have kind of taken the leadership role, especially offensively. Like, a lot of the offense has been run through those two guys here early, and they got a little cool little duo thing going on here. But again, the Bulls roster, it's a lot top heavy. I mean, there's not really a lot of guys, coming in off the bench giving you a ton. But moving on here to Adama Sanago, I thought he looked solid, way better than he did last night against the Toronto Raptors. He creates space very, very well. Like, he's got this big body. If he's putting his body on you, like, you gotta respond to it. He's been bumping a lot of these guys back. He had that push shot going today, but again, sloppy with the ball. I think the NBA game, it's a lot faster than the college game. Obviously, we know Sanogo, he was great last year at UConn. I mean, he averaged 18 a game, national champion, but the NBA game is different. It's a lot faster, and I think he's just, struggling to kind of, get ahead of that learning curve a little bit. And he's not too laterally quick, so I think he could get abused more often on pick and roll basketball, especially if he would get promoted to the Bulls regular season roster. I think he would immediately get brought in, and a team would try to get him in a pick and roll. But overall, offensively, create space well. Kind of is what I thought he would look like coming out of college. Like, obviously, he went undrafted for a reason, even though he was an 18-a-game guy and best player on the national champion last year. Just those big back-to-the-basket guys. Their games just don't really translate too well in the NBA. I mean, we saw Luka Garza. He was a national player of the year, and he hasn't really done much in the league. So, overall, Sanogo, I mean, he's a beast on the boards. I mean, he finished today with 12 rebounds, 6 offensively, and 8 points. So I've liked this game. But one guy off the bench I do want to focus on here is Jontay Porter. Jontay Porter looked good. He had a really nice run there at the end of beginning of the third quarter. He hit a 3, got a couple stops on Kenny Lofton, who was honestly killing the Bulls all night. Kenny Lofton, Sanogo couldn't really handle him. Like, his first step was easy to beat Sanogo off the dribble, and then also, like, he could match Sanogo's physicality, so it was just an overall tough matchup for him. But Jontay got a couple stops on him in the third, hit a 3. He's got really good size, 6'11". Like, he's just a sneaky guy to kind of keep your eyes on as a guy that maybe in the Bulls system that could eventually make the roster. The rookie, Julian Phillips, looked kind of out of control. I mean, he had the worst plus-minus on the Bulls today at -13. A little just moving a little too fast in certain occasions. So, again, he's a second-round pick, and a lot of these guys are just trying to get their feet wet and just trying to get a feel for the game here. But overall, I thought Dalen Terry, Javon FreemanLiberty impressed me like they really did. Like, I've been impressed with both their games so far early on in this Summer League experience, especially Dalen Terry. Like, I really didn't have, too much expectations coming in here. I just want to see what he was about, see how he would handle himself. He's kind of taking that leadership role. He's very vocal, very active, which is what you want to see because the shots are going to fall. And also, like, Dalen Terry, he's not going to come in the Bulls and shoot 20 shots a game. So, like, the efficiency is not really the biggest concern for me. I just wanted to see him be active and be a menace defensively, and that's what he's done. Like, using those long arms, getting arms in the passing lanes. I mean, he's had 3 steals in back-to-back games. So Dalen Terry, my number one kind of positive that, he could crack this rotation next season. I really didn't think he had a chance the way the Bulls roster stood out. But if he could kind of develop into a better Torrey Craig, like, that's like who he could be, maybe a little more athletic. Craig, obviously, the more polished defender and polished shooter now. But Dalen could also get to, that point in his NBA career. But that kind of wraps it up. Bulls did end up losing 87-80 to the Memphis Grizzlies. Again, if you guys want more videos like this, let me know down in the comment section. If you guys want post-game reactions, just recapping you on what happened for the Chicago Bulls, you let me know. And anyways, we will see you guys next time. Go Bulls. Hopefully they can get a bounce back and get a win in Game 3 of Las Vegas Summer League.